Hello there, and welcome back to Build with the Boys. It's time for our weekly catch-up. It's hot, isn't it? It's hot. It's hot. So I had a lot of plans what I was going to do this week, and the weather just went, you ain't, Scott. You ain't. You might think you are. You ain't. And I was like, okay. I've tried my damnedest to build this week, and the heat just has kicked my ass. So I come in here and honestly, my eyes start sweating. It's that hot. My eyelids start sweating now. Been here like 5 minutes. It's so hot in here. I can't have a fan on because it'll disrupt the sound. And we have no air conditioning. So it's pretty brutal, but it's what it is. It's what it is. And we'd complain if it was too cold. But it's what it is. So what have we been up to? Well, we've been up to quite a lot. Regardless of the heat, we've actually done quite a lot. So I have built the remaining 4 stages of the tumbler. The next 2 of those, 2 went up last night, the next 2 of those will be going up after this. So those will be up tonight. I have built 6 Lancaster bombers, so I'm ploughing through that. I'm just editing those at the moment. What else have we done since we last spoke? Oh, we have the little cube. We have the Van Gogh cube. It's really nice. If you haven't seen that, check out. It's only a short video and you'll be able to see it. I've got the down here. I've got the next one of that set right here, and this is the Salvador Dali cube. It's lovely. So we're building this one as well. What else have I had? There was something else went up, but I can't. Oh, funwhole. So we had the funwhole steampunk airship, and it was gorgeous, really nice. That's all of the steampunk sets to date now built. And it's looking really nice. So to put them all together and be able to see the city is absolutely gorgeous. We did receive this in the post today from Funwhole. Now this isn't available to buy. You can't buy this. They sent this out to everybody that participated in the light festival they did. So they did, for their 2nd birthday, they did this big light festival. They asked people, fans of the brand, people that follow the social media sites, people like me that do things for them, to display their stuff. And we did a video of the steampunk city. So we did all the steampunk sets together, so all lit up so you can see them. And you can go and see that if you go look at the video of the steampunk airship. At the end you'll see all of the steampunk sets together, all lit up. It looks beautiful, looks so nice. I'm looking forward to be able to do that eventually with the cowboy sets, and they've got some really nice city sets coming up. But they sent this as just kind of a thank you gift, so something unusual, something different. Whilst I'm doing the catch up, I'm going to try and build this. It's very little. We'll see exactly how much I can get done whilst I'm talking to you as well. I doubt that much, to be honest with you, but it's not huge. So it's, you never know, we might get it done, but I'm just going to plough away as we're talking and see what we can get done. But, yeah, I thought it was a really cute thing. Just it's a set you can't buy. It's just one that just as a thank you, and of course it lights up, which is gorgeous. But it's not, yeah, like I said, it's really little. But hopefully we can get a bit of that done, and we can show you exactly how we're progressing as we do this. So it is going to be July very soon. So this weekend we say farewell to June, and then it is July. Now in July, I turn, I can't believe I'm going to say this, 45 years old. 45. So I've learned to embrace it. So for the longest time when I was younger, I hated my birthday. I absolutely hated it. And nothing to do with getting old. I had other stuff going on. I didn't celebrate my birthday. I never enjoyed it, never liked it, hated it. And as you get older, the way I kind of looked at it was, I don't want to pass that crazy on to my kids. My kids want to celebrate my birthday and things like that, you know? So I had to get over myself, basically. So I learned to embrace the birthday. And that's what I'm going to do. So I've got a birthday month coming up. So I've got a month of celebrations planned, where I'm just going to do little things. And part of that is I'm going to do kind of a retrospective look of what I grew up with. My kid's fascinated by Generation X, which I am a proud card-carrying member of Generation X. My kid's fascinated with it, and that's thanks to Stranger Things. Stranger Things has made him think that Generation X was like the coolest generation. It was. So I'm going to have a look back at some of the things that defined my kind of growing up in generation. We're going to have a look at some of the stuff. We're going to have some laughs is what we're going to do. So we're going to look at some movies, we're going to look at some music, we're going to look at some models from that era as well. And we're going to do some fun things. And all that's going to accumulate in the live build, which you all know about, is taking place on, I want to say it's the 27th of July. I think it's the 27th. I'm sure it's 27th. My birthday is 23rd. I think the live build's on the 27th, but that's kind of that's my party. Where we'll be building this one. That's Tortuga. Now you can still get yours if you want to join us, because we've been doing this about 4 weeks. If you want to join us, you can. Now I've got mine. Mine's here. So I've me sweating. I've got mine's here, and I've had a look at it. And I'll be honest with you, it doesn't. This is gonna be famous last words. This is gonna come back to bite me in the ass. I don't think it looks that big, right? But we'll see. I'm hoping we can get it all done in one night. If not, we'll go the second night and we'll do a second night live build. So that's what we're going to do. That's the plan. We are going to build Tortuga, and it's going to be fun. I'd like you all to be there. It'll be good. It'll be really good. So hopefully, as many of you as possible join in with us, because the last couple have been fun. We've done 2. We did one at New Year's, and then we did one at Easter. And they were fun. And speaking of which, I'm going to do more of them. I did mention this before, but we are going to make this a bi-monthly thing. So every 2 months, we're going to do another one. So once Tortuga is done, we are going to put up the suggestions for the next ones, like we did with Tortuga, where we sort of discussed what would you like to do. We did the voting, the elimination thing. So if you have got anything you'd like to nominate, well, nominate it. You can even pop in the comments down below, or email me. So you can email us at buildwiththeboys@outlook.com, and you can send me a link to exactly what it is that you'd like to build. Or even if something you really don't want to build, if you're like, for God's sake, don't do one of these, then we won't. We'll skip it. But let me know. So if there's something you really want to see, let me know, and we'll try and do it. If there's something you really don't want to do, let me know, and we'll try and avoid it. But that's the plan. This is going to go really smooth, this thing. So you never know, we might get this all done. So that's the plan. I mean, a couple of the ones that didn't quite make it are going to be in the next round of voting, because a lot of you said, "Oh man, I really wanted to do that one." Of all of them, the one that got the least votes out of all of them was Lego. Surprisingly, so we put one Lego model in there, and that got the least votes out of all of them. Now, I don't know if it was because it was the set, or if you were just digging the Lego. But yeah, that's the one that got the least number of votes. Lego. That actually surprised me. Gem Bricklayer did really well. Audrey 2, surprisingly, did really, really well. I didn't see that one coming. Really didn't. That actually amazed me that Audrey 2 did as well as it did. But it did. It did spectacularly well. I have just realised I haven't got a battery for this. Oh well. Yeah, Audrey 2 did really well. Really, really well. And I think that one's definitely going to get another shot, because a lot of people clearly wanted to do it. So we'll definitely give that one another go. And if it gets through, it gets through. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Then obviously we'll have a few new ones to go in there as well. But that's what we'll do. And it'll be nice. It'll be really good. Coming up on the channel, I have got, thankfully, very little's turned up this week, which is good, because I seriously need to catch up. Because I'm getting some ferocious emails about, you said you were going to do this. I'm like, I know I said I was going to do it, and I do intend to do it. It's not like I'm going to abandon it, but yeah, it's just not worked out that way, unfortunately. But it's what it is. So Lancaster is going to be up this week, because it's done. I've just got to edit them and put them all together. And we are talking about the Panjanja drum. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's interesting. So even if you're not building it, it's worth. I loved learning about this thing. So I knew of it, but I didn't know much about it. And I thought, I've got to learn more about this. So I actually disappeared into a rabbit hole, learned all about the Panjanja drum. Pandandrum? Panjanja? I can't even pronounce it. But it's fascinating, right? And I thought, I'm into this. So, yeah, if you like the stories at the end of the videos that I do, you'll really like this one. If you don't like the stories at the end of the videos that I do, well, it's, I'm not going to stop doing them. Because I get asked quite often, why do you do this at the end? Because I like talking, man. Also, if I'm building something, I'm interested in it. I'm interested about the background to it. I'm interested in the story of it, the history of it. I'm interested why other people like it. I want to know. So that's why. So now you know. That's why I do these things. So yeah, that's why. The Interceptor. So that's going to be a tricky one. So the Interceptor is coming from Hachette, the Mad Max Interceptor, and I will be building it. And it was like, Christ, how do I fill 120 episodes about Mad Max when there's only like 5 Mad Max movies? Well, I can't. Quite simply, I can't. I'm sure there are people out there that could talk about Mad Max for 120 issues, but I can't. I can definitely talk about it for 5. I can definitely talk about it for 10. So instead, what I'm going to do is we are going to talk about on the Interceptor. We're going to talk about action movies. So apocalyptic action movies, 80s action movies, kind of where it came from. But we're also going to look at what was known at the time as Ozploitation movies. So there was a big kind of boom for Australian action, horror and thriller movies in the 1980s. Now the reason for that is Australia had a very nice tax relief going on with the USA when it came to films and exchange and things. So there were a lot of small cinemas that were buying Australian movies. So there were some really good Australian action movies and thrillers and horror movies that came out in that time. There's some really weird ones as well. There was one, I want to say it's called I want to say it was Night of the Lupus, but it's not. And it's about giant rabbits that attack town. I swear to God, it was about like mutant rabbits that attack town. It was amazing. But we're going to talk about those as well. So that'll be part of the Interceptor. We're going to go into kind of the history of some of the best Australian movies. There is a really funny story about Australian movies and tax reliefs as well. Those of you that are old enough to remember In Excess. Do you remember In Excess? They were the band with Michael Hutchins. Well, there was a scam. When I say scam, there was a thing where you could invest money in a movie, and if it didn't do well, you could have a tax write-off. So these young men that had lots of money from bands and whatnot figured out, their accounts were going, invest in a movie, it'll never make any money. It's designed not to make money, even though it does. And then you won't have to pay any tax. So Michael Hutchins heard that and thought, I'll have some of that. So he said, yeah, we'll go for it. So he invested in a very little Australian flick to get tax relief. And that movie turned out to be Crocodile Dundee. The highest grossing film of 1987. It's like, shit. So backfired spectacularly. So all of a sudden, yeah, it didn't quite go to plan. That's a really funny story. But yeah, he intended on scamming the tax man and accidentally invested in the most successful Australian movie of all time. And it was like, oh, dude. But yeah, that's the way it happens. So yeah, he actually lost a ton of money in tax on that movie. But that's just a funny story. But that's what we're going to be doing on that one. The Dalek as well. There's been rumblings with the Dalek, so it looks like our American friends are being offered the Dalek through American Hachette's website, because they've now switched over to Tell Me More on their page, on the American Hachette page. So I would imagine, because Doctor Who now is streaming on Disney Plus over in America, and also its growing American following, that might have something to do with it. But yeah, it looks like, American friends, you are going to get to build the Dalek. You might get to build it for us. I mean, there could be a licensing thing, or I don't know why this has happened, but it looks like you are going to get to build the Dalek at the same time as we are, if not before us. Good for you. You deserve a win. I mean, there's been too many of these where, like, you're always the bridesmaid to these things, We're getting these things way before America. America really do get the pouring of the stick, as do Australia. Australia and America really, yeah, the partwork companies are cruel to them. I mean, I tend to find France and Germany like the daddies of the partwork industry. They get everything. Closely followed by Japan. Then Italy. Then England, then America, then Australia. I mean, Australia, honestly, it's slim pickings for them. And I feel bad, man. I feel really bad that they don't get the kind of the luxury that we get when it comes to how many part works come out. But it's what it is. But yeah, we are seeing the Dalek is rumbling around on the American webpage. So, American viewers, if you would like more information about Dalek, well, you can head over to your Hachette webpage now. You should be able to find it. If you can't, just put /Dalek in the end of it, and it'll take you to the page. And it'll basically give you the option of saying, tell me more. And then when it is available in your country to buy and it goes live, you'll be able to buy it. Now, that's good news. And the reason why that's good news is they're looking at all these different markets. It means they obviously think this has got legs and they're going to go with it. So that's a good thing. Looks like we can get a Dalek, because I really want to build a Dalek. Speaking of which, we watched the finale of Doctor Who this week. Now, I'm not going to spoil it for you if you haven't watched it yet. I'm considerate, but we really enjoyed it. Now, I know a lot of people haven't liked this series of Doctor Who, and they've got their reasons, and that's fine, to each their own. But we've loved it. Me and the kid really, really liked it. We liked this series, so I thought it was fantastic. If you don't like it, that's fine. I just hope you don't like it for the right reasons and not the wrong reasons. You know, if you don't like it because you didn't enjoy the interpretation of the character, that's absolutely fine. But make sure that's the only reason you don't like it. You know, be open-minded, man. Because we really enjoyed it. We really liked it, and I thought it was great. And I'm looking forward to what they're going to do at Christmas. That's going to be interesting. So we've started seeing little flashes of what's coming for Christmas. Joy to the World, I believe it's called, the Christmas episode. So that's going to be interesting. It looks good. They've shown the first little snippets, but regardless of what you've heard or what you think, Ruby Sunday is very much in the Christmas episode, because we've seen the first clips for in it, and it's looking good. I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it. I mean, the finale was it was a little flat for me. I mean, it hyped so much and then didn't really deliver, if I'm honest. But we still enjoyed it. We still thought it was good. And the mystery has deepened with the mysterious Mrs. Flood that lives next door, and we're loving it. The other thing I'm watching at the moment is The Boys. Now, I know that's not for everybody. I mean, it is bloody strong. But I'm really enjoying it. Again, it's one of those things that some people aren't enjoying it. But if you're not enjoying it, I hope you're not enjoying it because you're not enjoying this story. And not because, I don't know, not everything has to be political, man. It just doesn't. It's, you know, you can just enjoy a show. It doesn't have to be, you know, you don't have to nail your colours to a post to watch a superhero show. You just don't. So I'm kind of hoping that, yeah, you are enjoying it, because I am. I'm thinking it's great. I absolutely love it. I think it's such a unique show. And I read the books. Someone asked me, did I read the books, The Boys? I did. I've got them all. And there are massive differences between the show and the comic. The biggest one, so those of you that are watching The Boys at the moment, the biggest difference, I know that this can't now happen, and I was surprised when it did, was Homelander is revealed not to be kind of the big evil of The Boys. What actually happens is they kill the president, and it's Black Noir and the Homelander are in the Oval Office, and Black Noir removes his mask for the first time, and underneath, he's Homelander. It was a clone. Black Noir was a clone of Homelander's, why he never took that. He never took the mask off, which is quite shocking. It turns out all those horrible things that they thought Homelander had done, and he thought himself, he thought he was going mad and had done them. Turns out it wasn't him at all. It was actually Black Noir posing as him, and it's quite the revelation when it comes through. But but that can't happen. So if you've been watching the show, we know that that's not possible now, because of what's happened to Black Noir. So we know that's different. And I read an interview with the writer of the Boys series, and he said he never liked that ending. He never liked the ending with Black Noir being a Homelander clone. So changed it, which is fair enough. It's a different medium, but I'm really enjoying it, man. If you haven't watched The Boys, check it out and enjoy it. It's really good. Really, really good. And we have finished. So this is the little gift that they sent us. You see that there? Now, it will light up, but I don't have the battery for it, but that little torch that he's holding there will light up, and this was just a thank you from them. Isn't that nice? I love that. That's going to take pride of place on my desk. That's where that's going to go. I just think that's a really cute thing. But yeah, money can't buy. You have to take part in the festival. Lovely stuff. I'm happy to tell you that Look at the sweat coming off me. I'm happy to tell you that our lucky winners of the cards have had their cards, and I'm happy to tell you that keyrings were sent out today. So keyrings have gone into the post today. So you will have a keyring. If I promise you a keyring, you will have a keyring, I'd say, by Monday. I reckon it'll be earlier than that. I reckon you might get them as early as tomorrow, possibly. But I reckon by the latest of Monday, I think. Yeah, it's got to be the latest of Monday. I'm hoping I've put enough postage on them. I think I have. I'm pretty sure I've put enough postage so you're not going to get a bill saying yours like £1.28 to come pick your envelope up. If I have, let me know and I'll give you the £1.28. I'm sure I've put enough postage on them. I'm sure it's fine. So if I promise you a keyring, you're getting your keyring, including our lucky third place winner who won his keyring. But other people that I've told, you're getting a keyring, you'll get a keyring. The keyrings, I love the keyrings. So the lady that makes my keyrings has also made some very lovely things for Jack's wrestling boots. So she's made these little hearts that go through his laces and come off with his initials on them. I just think they're gorgeous. She's very, very talented, and she does some wonderful things. I'm going to feature some of her work on the channel because I love her stuff. I think it's fantastic. I really do. You got a live build out of me tonight, kind of. You got to see us build it in real time. Lucky people. What's coming up? Tons. Look at the bloody sweat coming off me, my God. Tons. We've got loads. So as I said, I've got, I want to say 6. It might be 8. I think it's 6. Lancaster done. So those will be coming up once I've edited them. I've got the complete doll's house. The doll's house is now built. So that will be coming up as well. It's just editing. I'm literally at that point now where I've got to edit a ton of stuff and then it's going to come up. The reason why Batman's coming up before those ones is because Batman takes me minutes to edit. Honestly, I mean, I can make a Batman video and have it uploaded within about 3 minutes of me doing it. So it just doesn't take me long to edit a Batman. Doll's House, however, because it's big and you got to walk around it, I've got a lot of weird footage that I can't use and I've got to trim it all out. And Lancaster's the same. Because anyone's built a Lancaster knows what I'm saying. A lot of it's trial and error, where it's so small you're like, and it's like, okay, I can't show you a 7-minute clip of me going, no. So we've got to edit it down, so it takes longer to do. But there's lots coming up. I am completely caught up on Gauntlet. We're not doing it on the channel, obviously, but I am completely caught up on where we need to be with it. And it is looking nice. I will bring Gauntlet back to the channel at some point, just after I've kind of digested everything that's gone on. But we will bring it back and we'll show you. I had fully intended to build the marble run this weekend, but the heat weren't going to happen. So that is going to happen. I have got to build it. I've also got the Roker Root Master, which is beautiful to build and put up on the channel as well. So we've still got lots of stuff. There's loads and loads and loads and loads to do. Fortunately, I've now got enough where I can just edit and sort of release quite a lot. And not have to sit in this boiling hot bloody room, which is that's a good thing. But yeah, that's about all. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps us massively. I hope you're dealing with the heat well. I really do. If you've got any suggestions for the next live build, that's the one after Tortuga, please let me know. And finally, it's not just my birthday we're talking about today. We have another birthday as well. So this young lady is 31 today. Massive happy birthday to Sarah. You can thank Corbin for that one. If you would like a birthday shout out or a well done or congratulations on passing you, whatever it is on the channel, just give me a shout. Honestly, I'm happy to do it. Drop us a line. I'm more than happy to give you a big happy birthday or a big thumbs up. Again, that is all for me. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. We'll be back immediately after this one with the next 2 of the Tumblr. And we will be back tomorrow with, hopefully some Lancaster tomorrow, as long as we get the editing done. That's all. Take care, and I'll see you very soon.